Have you ever judged someone based on a first impression, only to find out you were completely wrong? We've all done it. But what if I told you that simply pausing to understand someone before you judge them could completely change the way you see the world and interact with others? In today's video, we're diving into why judging people is so last season and how seeking understanding instead can lead you to a more peaceful, positive, and fulfilling life. Ready to become the best version of yourself? Let's get started. Judgment. We all do it. It's practically a national pastime. You've probably glanced at someone's outfit and thought, did they get dressed in the dark? Or maybe you've overheard a conversation and judged someone's character based on just a few words. It's all too easy, right? And in a world that thrives on speed, where we need everything yesterday, including opinions, it seems almost necessary to rush to conclusions. But what if, just for a second, we paused before passing judgment? What if, instead of jumping straight to conclusions, we took a moment to seek understanding? You might be wondering, what's the big deal? I'm just making a quick judgment. Doesn't everyone do that? Well, yeah, everyone does. But what if I told you that doing so could change the way you see the world and the people in it? It might even make you a better person. And who doesn't want that? Let's dive into this idea of seeking understanding before judgment, and maybe even laugh at how messy we all are in the process. So, why is seeking understanding so hard? Have you ever found yourself in a situation where you felt the need to make a snap judgment? Maybe you've witnessed a coworker snap at another colleague and thought, wow, what a diva. But then, after a little digging, or just talking to them, you realize they were just dealing with an incredibly stressful situation at home, and the whole snap wasn't about you or anyone else. It was just a moment of human weakness. We judge because, well, it's easy, it's quick, it doesn't require much thought. And who has time to think these days? We live in an instant gratification world, where everything from our food delivery to our social media posts is fast and furious. In this climate, stopping to pause and understand someone before making a judgment feels like a luxury, one we rarely give ourselves. But let me ask you, what would happen if we all hit the pause button for just a minute before labeling people or situations? Would we have fewer misunderstandings? Fewer arguments? Could it help us be more compassionate? The short answer is yes, yes, and yes. Let's get one thing straight. Empathy is not about agreeing with someone's actions or feelings. It's about understanding where they're coming from. It's about putting yourself in their shoes, seeing the world through their eyes. This doesn't mean you need to agree with everything they say or do, but it does mean that you can at least understand why they feel the way they do. Here's a quick, relatable example. Imagine you're in line at your local coffee shop. The barista hands you your coffee with a seriously grumpy face. Your first thought might be, what's their problem? You might even tell your friend, ugh, the barista was so rude today. But here's the twist. What if that barista just lost a loved one? Or maybe they're having a tough time in their personal life. Sure, it doesn't give them an excuse to be rude, but understanding where they're coming from can help you feel more compassionate. You might think, maybe they're having a bad day, and that's why they seem grumpy. This is empathy. It's about recognizing that everyone has their own story. Before you write someone off as rude or mean, take a moment to wonder, what's going on in their world? Okay, let's get real. We've all been guilty of judging someone too quickly. Maybe it was that person who cut you off in traffic, or the coworker who always seems to show up late to meetings. We've all been there, and we've all done it. But what if, instead of jumping to conclusions, we tried to understand the situation first? Next time you're about to judge someone, pause. Ask yourself these 3 questions. 1. What don't I know about this situation? Maybe there's more to the story than what you're seeing right now. 2. Is it possible that my own biases are influencing how I see this person? We all have them, It's okay to admit it, but being aware of them is key. 3. Could I benefit from seeing things from their perspective? This doesn't mean agreeing with them, but it might help you understand them better. It's not easy to be mindful of these questions in the moment, but practicing them will make a huge difference. Before long, you'll start to notice that your judgments become less frequent and your empathy becomes more automatic. You'll be a better listener, a better friend, and a better person overall. And who doesn't want that? At the end of the day, seeking understanding before judgment is about giving people the grace they deserve. It's about recognizing that everyone has their own battles, their own struggles, and their own way of doing things. Instead of jumping to conclusions, we should take a moment to ask ourselves, what's their story, and what might I be missing here? As you go about your day, remember that it's easy to judge, too easy in fact, but it's far more rewarding to understand. And when you do, you'll find that the world opens up in a way you never expected. You don't have to be perfect, but you do have to be kind. So, the next time you're faced with a snap judgment, take a deep breath and ask yourself, is there more to this than I realize? Because most of the time there is. Thank you for watching this video. If you found it helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a daily dose of positivity and motivation here on Positivity First. Remember, every day is a new opportunity to be the best version of yourself. So start today. Seek understanding first and watch your world transform.